Brian Tyndall and myself just got back from Guyana, making plans for our January 4 through 13 trip, plus checking out the northwest of Guyana to see how we can help them both spiritually and physically. A boat similar to this one will take us to Bartica, where we will be staying this trip. It will take approximately an hour and 15 to an hour and 30 minutes to get to Bartica. This is a picture from the balcony of the hotel we'll be staying in, looking out over the river, the Quibo River. They told us they have electric power most of the time, so bring your flashlights. Looking out over Bartica in the other direction, notice the potholes in the street. They don't have anything on us in the States. This picture shows where the people in the area worship. My plan is to build a 20 by 30 church plus 16 benches and dedicate it before we leave, plus put in several wells. The local people are getting ready to clear this area and pour a cement slab before we arrive. Macaws are a more standard pet than cats. We do see several dogs that don't look very healthy. This is a game the boys were playing. I don't know what the name of it is, but it's not baseball. The second part of our trip started in a boat with 6 of us. We traveled approximately 300 miles in 18-20 hours. We're in the middle of the Atlantic Ocean 8 to 10 minutes before entering another river. Fortunately, we run into a fishing boat and they gave us some fish. We were blessed to have this shelter to put our tents in. It rained one night, and so it was a lot better to have our tents under a roof rather than outside. This is where the people worshiped while we were there. Their old church had rotted down. We gave them some gasoline money so they could run their chainsaws, and they planned to have the wood frame built by the end of January and asked if we could buy them metal for the roof. This is one subject we'll discuss with our team at a meeting while in January. The people in line went forward after Brian's invitation. We gave volleyball nets, balls, plus soccer balls to each village. They call it base or football there. We have had excellent results with youth coming to church and competing with each other. In one church, a youth group led the fundraising to enlarge their church. A standard kitchen. I looked hard but couldn't find a microwave. Look closely. Big advantage, they don't have to wash windows. This is a picture of our shower house, or we could use a river. I chose a river this trip. The far white one is an outhouse built out over the river. I'm thinking about getting a patent on a stool that would have a warm breeze blowing under you. Quite a good feeling. This is a common sight, these folks in this canoe. We ate pretty good. I took a piece of fish without a head on it. We traveled up this creek at least 4 miles to get to this village to bless them. The tide was down when we left, so 2 men helped us push the boat until we got into deeper water. We were able to bless each village with eyeglasses. We had 2 boards with 6 different strengths of magnifying glasses, so we were able to bless them with the right strength they needed so they could see better, and they really appreciated the glasses. A church in Illinois donated these seeds plus money, and we were able to purchase several hundred other packets of seeds donated by a family in Florida. We blessed each village we visited with seeds, Bibles, machetes, fishing nets, volleyball nets, and volleyballs, and soccer balls. I'm told we'll have at least 40 pastors to train on our January trip that only have an 8th grade education, and we will be able to bless each one with a study Bible and assortment of garden seeds. And now for an interesting side trip I took by myself into the unknown. I ventured up this path for an hour or so, and behold, I came upon this sight. I remember from a TV story that this is the way cannibals treat their guests. They roast them and then hang up their trophies. And in this case, it was a nice set of boots. Just as I was ready to run, these men appeared. Needless to say, I had to think fast. So I said, Lord, forgive me. I'm going to tell these men a lie. So I told them my family all had a blood disease, and if anyone got it on them, they would die. For some reason, it seemed to make them madder. So then I told them I was 80 years old and would not be very good eating, and they just stared at me. So then I resolved to tell them the truth. I told them in January I was bringing in a team of people that were 10, 20, 30, even 40 years younger than me, and they would be, I would introduce them to you. You should see the smile on their faces. When they agreed to let me go, I made sure to leave them a Bible and some salvation books. So I'm sure, I think, I hope they will meet you and listen and not eat you. God bless you, Ben. At present, we have 12 men and 4 ladies signed up for the trip. I'm sure with this interesting news, you might get some more to go with us. Thank you, Ben.